In a season like no other, we've completed 23 races and this is the 24th and final chapter of FIA Formula 2 in 2024. We've still got the team's championship on the line if things go wild in typical Formula 2 style. Our final chapter is held at this 3.3 kilometer circuit, 2 miles in total. And this is going to be some contest with 19 turns for the drivers to navigate, hard to overtake, but we've already crowned our champion. It's a repeat champion, and today, as he retires, we say goodbye to him, and we wish him the best of luck in Formula 1 next season. Joe and Boschong showing us that you can go wheel to wheel and battle through the opening few corners of the circuit. Lawson and Sato, late dive bomb, you need to catch a rival as proven yesterday around this venue as well, and there is plenty of overtaking opportunities when it comes to this place. It always manages to deliver. Okay then, let's take you straight to live pictures, as we're going to have to cut out the end bit of the intro. We're going to take you straight over to live pictures. This is, we'll get the lap system all on as well for you as we get set for the feature race. It's our final feature race of the season, and we hope all of the systems just work, and I'm hoping it works because this is the final ever time I'm using it. I'm not using it again after this, so let's just hope it all works. Right, before we go to lights out, let's quickly hear from Pal.
Thank you, tried it this season. Thank you to the commentator, Romy. You could make this dream come true. Thank you for giving me the opportunity earlier on in my career in season 1 in F2.
Well, Jaden also saying let's win for the final time. This is going to be stirring moments. For one of these drivers, this is the final ever time that they line up on the grid. Here we go. Final ever time that they line up in Formula 2. Jaden's into position. Note's also with us today as well. And you've got Pal with his Christmas suit. It has been one extraordinary campaign of FIA Formula 2. And now we await for the 5 red lights to come on. And the final feature race will be underway. Here we go then. Let's get this one started. We still have third in the championship to be settled as well. There's a chance that can change. We have the team championship as well. And let's see. When the 5 red lights are coming on, they're all waiting on the grid. As here we go. Stirring moments for FIA Formula 2. With Jaden on pole, Harrison alongside, and then it's Pal and Note with logo right at the back. So we're still waiting for the 5 red lights to come on. Here we go then. The final race of the year is 5 lights away. And the F2 feature race for the final time begins in 2024. Good reaction time for the pole sitter. He'll cut across Harrington to maintain the lead. Into turn number 1. Can Pal get to the inside in the background? The Tridents are so close together. Contact is made. We've got a Trident that's round. A Trident is round. In the background as well momentarily. It was a very close member. That's Pal and Logo who've gone off the road. Chaos immediately at the start. And the driver who wanted to dive bomb Jaden for the lead instead has found himself battling with Logo right at the back. And immediately we've had contact at the start. Let's hear from Pal.
Great teamwork there by Note. Wonderful, isn't it? Learns how to race around Monaco very quickly. Yeah.
Well, a driver that's been so unlucky so far this season, and another one who's been very unlucky is Round in the background. Logo momentarily going round in one of the more chaotic opening laps that we've seen this season, and it was Pal who was facing the wrong way, and yeah, it did look like there was contact between the two teammates. They both just went, Note went pretty aggressive down to the first turn. It definitely did seem. Jaden didn't really have much pressure. He was with Harrison. So Jaden and Harrison together at the front. They were able to get through, and then it was all chaos in 3rd, 4th, and 5th position as we have a mandatory pit stop as well to have in this one. So let me just remind you all of that. If you are joining us in a feature race for the first time, this is also the final time you'll ever be able to watch a feature race, if it is your first, because next season Formula 2 won't be streamed, just like Formula 1. So this channel is going to kind of just slightly die off, but we've got some great archive of races all the way from F2, some F1 races as well. So it's not just going to be completely empty. There's still a lot to watch. Okay, so it appears to be that Note was able to get through as well. So Harrison had that second place on the run to turn 1. Then when we cut to Pal, something surely must have happened to let Note through up to second place and demote Harrison to third, or it was just a mistake from Harrison. So that's happened. So we'll continue to see what happens with that. But Note keeping close, and let's hope that this isn't just one of those races where Jaden runs away with it. Let's hope that we do get a battle all the way right till the end, and that is what we would love. To end off Formula 2, Jaden also wanting to win as he says goodbye to this championship. And he's a driver who's not really had success when it's come to Formula 1 in terms of championships or any of that description. He's a driver who has excelled in Formula 2, whether it be even in another league all the way back, or, for example, even Season 1 of Formula 2 a few years back. The champion of it. Champion of this season as well. Next season is going to be ultra competitive, and yeah, I wish I could be a part of it, but timings and stuff just will not allow it next season as I say goodbye to this championship. And yeah, I am going to, however, not going to miss the few little tech problems there may be before the start of every stream, which we had today, or also sometimes us not being able to start on time. Those will be the two things that I will not miss. But other than that, everything else, it is going to be hard to say goodbye to PRL, an extraordinary series. I'll talk more about that at the end, though. Right now we've got a motor race going on. Right now we need to enjoy the final motor race together. It's going to feel weird not having a Roblox race to commentate on with some of these names that I've also commentated on for a long time. This is the final time I'll ever commentate on these names as well. As Jaden makes his way through! Oh my word, was that close! But to be fair, that is just a racing line. That is just a normal racing line, but it just seemed a little bit more closer. It's kind of seemed like the Verstappen at Australia all the way back in 2023. Just a little moment for the win. Just a little moment for the lead that you think it can change. Okay, let's hear from the driver who's just going up the hill now, Pal.
I made my pit stop.
Okay, so Pal has come into the pit lane and has made his pit stop as we were focused on other actions and other things that were going on. And we've had our class of 2024 F2 also, yeah, the F2 picture also taken. We couldn't do it yesterday. So we've managed to do that today as well. So that is great to see with all 5 of our main drivers here. And the 5 that have been the ones all contending. One of them still yet to win a Formula 2 race. He got close yesterday. He got close in Chicago. Just not to be for him. Today is his final opportunity this season. I'm sure he'll try and get one next season. But yeah, his final one to claim one with me on the mic. Or the final opportunity really for him to claim one with this even being broadcasted. Quite simply. So, yes. 3.3 seconds out in front, so Notice staying close. It seems like he has got decent pace out there as well. Let's hear from Pal again.
Yeah, well, Note could enjoy his podium, mate, but you still got to remember lap 1, turn 1, mate. It's fucking ruined the whole race. We have to change plans real quick. Do stop maybe on the cards.
Pal discussing all of these strategy options. And yeah, Note, while he'll enjoy his podium, Trident will definitely, Trident definitely will not miss this partnership. They've already come to blows multiple times, as Note tries to do everything to get closer to Jaden, as you could see on screen a few seconds ago. So as he pushes on through the swimming pool section, and this swimming pool section, which will acclaim our winner on lap number 27. Another thing I've noticed is Jaden did not bring me to the commentary box as I'm still at the spawn place, so that is quite something. So I'm not even in my commentary box for my final ever Formula 2 race, or my final ever PRL race. So that's quite something. As Note makes his way through Sanderot, and he pushes on them, and will push on up the hill now. 3.8 seconds out in front, 13 seconds down to Sir Harrison McLaren. And Sir Harrison McLaren with a season with a few glimpses of fighting at the front, but of course Prima will be ruining all the chances they would have had. Possibly the ones where they didn't attend a few at the beginning, especially on Logo's side, definitely would have cost them a huge opportunity to fight for this. Trident also definitely, due to their few absences, also have lost the opportunity, and it's meant Jaden on his own has been able to do it. And I mean, even if he's winning every race, if you're getting second, third, then that's still better for the constructor. You're still gaining points, but it's just been that he's attending more races, meaning that sometimes Trident have only one car, or sometimes Prima have only one car, and then it equalizes out. And then if Jaden's winning, then he's still grabbing points, just like the Drivers' Championship goes as well. So we are still awaiting to see how this one's going to play out. Past the Christmas tree we go. And the Christmas tree, which, well, very nearly time for Christmas. Very nearly time for Christmas, which is the great fun thing. No Christmas race like last year in terms of the dates. We had one on Christmas Eve last year. Definitely all in the Christmas spirit at that time. And I think that is definitely I'd say one of my more enjoyable PRL races. Just the occasion, just the day. It was all very, very nice. So that is one of the ones that I absolutely do remember. Remember setting up everything in Mexico for that, creating crazy lag for certain drivers, but the occasion definitely allowed it, which was the great thing. Okay, we've got Jaden making his way through. He's right now your leader, and let's hear from him now on the radio.
Much under pressure right now.
Okay, so great to hear from Jaden there. As we take a look at our different drivers in the field, well, I would have hoped for one of the more exciting Formula 2 races. One of the ones which match what PRL and RCP have been able to deliver over the last few years. But I don't really have anything to be shouting about at this stage when the gap is 4.8, then 11.4, then 58, then 1 minute and 4. So, yes, that's the current... that's how currently the race is going, with us being right now on lap number 8 out of 27. Let's hear from Pal.
Has a Logo pitted yet? If he hasn't, then I'm back with him now.
So we will hopefully find out whether Logo has pitted or not by the Framer team. Maybe his teammate might be able to also report and give some information on that, whether he has come into the pit lane or not. But take a look at this. Take a look at this. It's closed in for the lead. And who knows? Who knows? It's Formula 2. Maybe in my final ever race they might just give me some of the action that Formula 2 has. Well, not just Formula 2. I think RCP in general. We've had just the most craziest races. Stuff like a red flag randomly coming out and Pal winning a race which was unlikely all the way back in Monza. Stuff like that. We've had some crazy things over the years, and I hope we end with one of those situations as well, because, you know, saying goodbye to this championship or this league in general, definitely I would like to end it with how the league has been all the way from 2021 all the way through. It's just had the most craziest races, and I would love if we can actually end it with something similar and something just as audacious. But Jaden also, at the same time, in his final race, we have to remember, so he also wants to end it with a win. We come over the line, we take a look at the gap. It's 2.5 seconds, so note has closed in. Note has closed in, meaning that Jaden cannot afford any mistakes. Harrison McLaren's there as well. And, well, pit stop or not, no problem. Pal's closing in on Logo at this stage, but closing in's one thing and then passing will be another. Let's hear from Pal.
Note, do plan flamfire podquig galowin Rawson's go. I told you about this in the bus. Do that plan now. Do that plan.
hitting the inside barrier for Pal, as that plan now comes into play. So really looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out, of course. Making sure that it's secret. So Note, Jaden, Jaden, Harrison, and Logo don't know about it. Note and Pal, of course, should know. If Note even remembers that plan, which let's hope he does, as it trying to do everything, and they look to be on their way to winning the Constructors standings as it stands. And Note right now running in second, Pal in fifth. They have 2 cars today. There was even scenarios being discussed about possibly even only Pal in this one, as Pal tries to take P3 away from Note in the standings as well. Note was chasing second place. We may just finish how it originally was in all championships. Jaden sets the pace then this time around, 5.1 seconds ahead of Note. I think Sir Harrison McLaren though is closing in as we take a look at this battle. That is for 4th position. And yeah, I think the driving skill over the years has got better to a point where we're not getting any of the more extraordinary stuff as we used to, race in, race out. Less shocks, more just pure racing. But in terms of pure racing, you've got different pace levels between everyone. So Jaden currently just dominating in his final ever Formula 2 race. And he will hope that he can just bring this one home. Let's now hear from the ART man as he heads down to the Nouvelle Chicane.
The gap between second and third looks interesting. Hoping the battle there.
Well, it's like the ART driver has been listening to the commentary for the last 17 minutes. Kind of answering my question. Well, it looks interesting, but does it well, if we look at it, does it look interesting? No, we don't really see any close distance. It can be 40 seconds, or it can be 3 seconds, and I still can't tell because I still can't see a Prima directly behind. Oh, actually, hold on. I can see it in front. That is why. And Note has made a mistake. Well, I mean, same thing. Note made a mistake, and Harrison's now too far ahead. Okay, there we go. Perfect stuff. So, Jaden actually correct in terms of maybe look at the battle of second place, but I think that message was a bit too late. And now Harrison's pulling away, so we're back to normal. But yeah, I was looking behind and I was like, where is the Prima? I can't see it. And then I look ahead. Oh, there it is. Perfect stuff. Well, you always have interesting moments in your final ever race, but that is definitely one of them. Well, I'm like, where on earth is he? Oh, he's ahead. Amazing stuff. So, Note loses out. Through goes McLaren, and McLaren moves up to second position. You've got... So, yeah, to quickly run you through the order then at this stage. You've got Jaden, you've got McLaren, you've got Note, you've got Logo. You've also got Pal. But that battle still continues, as you can see. It's just impossible to overtake. So, Pal had the pace to close in. Passing, though, is what another thing. As he's darting all over the road, and he'll now try and, well, just continue to make his way through. But his race ruined due to what happened on the opening lap, and he's a driver who's been utterly unlucky. And I hope for him that it's not the case next season, because next season it could belong to any 4 drivers: Logo, Note, Harrison, or Pal. So I really hope that they take their chance with no more Jaden, and that every single one of them doesn't have any bad luck, and we have a pure fight for the championship. Okay, the gap is 8.9 seconds out in front. Right now, though, the driver who's currently in last is Pal. He's trying to get past Logo, and we can hear from him on the radio now.
If you go right behind him, he just starts weaving on the straight. It's impossible. Like, surely that's got to be illegal. You can't. I thought it's like one movement only, where you can move once and then go back on the racing line. He's doing it fucking 6, 7, 8 times. Trying to kill me or something.
So, Pal making sure that it is reported about the facts of how Logo is driving. So yes, we're gonna be keeping an eye on this battle, so we'll be able to work out whether that is correct or not. As we were keeping an eye further behind. So basically, Pal talking about how you cannot move more than once under braking, of course, and also at some point if you weave too much at the same time, can be deemed illegal as well in the rule book. So you do have to be careful with what you do. You can have one defensive shape, but moving left, right, center all the time is not what you are allowed due to the rules. But yeah, the drivers have been using the lag tactic to their advantage. That's one thing they definitely have been doing. But yeah, a tight battle of P4, a tight battle of P5. But unfortunately, like RCP and PRL have been, and to be fair, I think I've had one of the less interesting seasons due to a whole domination throughout this year. But yeah, it's not been the best season to just leave on, but it's definitely also at the same time turning out to be a full complete duration of a season. That's one thing, so that's why it's good. But at the same time, in terms of quality of racing, definitely I wouldn't say it's been the best or the most fun I've ever had at PRL. That is definitely for sure, as Pal makes his way through Portier. And yeah, he'll try and recover momentum. It's slightly hard with Logo ahead and all the lag and all of that goes on as well. And he's unhappy with Logo's driving at the same time. Let's hear from him again.
I'm just going to slow down because he's just pissing me off at this point. I'll just slow down. I can't be bothered to battle him. I'll wait for him to pit. Annoying me.
Okay. Well, another radio. Let's hear now from Jaden.
What? That is a finish, man.
Okay. Well, Jaden's coming into the pit lane as well. And let's see then, as he comes in to the pit lane, as we take a look at the fastest laps right now, it belongs to Jaden. He's already got the award for the most fastest laps, and even if someone else took it in this race, that cannot be beaten. Okay, into the pit lane comes Jaden then. And also, here is Sir Harrison McLaren as he rotates his way through. And Sir Harrison McLaren, who is going to be making his way down the start-finish straight. And we're going to be waiting for it in a few moments' time. Once our pictures load back, it is going to be tight down to turn number 1, into Sanderod. Sir Harrison McLaren ahead of Jaden. But now the question is, and hopefully we'll get information on the radio, has Sir Harrison McLaren come into pit? Of course, we were focused on Powell and Logo, but now the question is, did Sir Harrison McLaren come into the pit lane? Hopefully it's a question that will be answered very, very shortly. But right now, as it stands, Harrison on the circuit at least is ahead. We'll wait to see whether it's the net lead for him or not. Or does that belong to Jaden? So we're going to wait for word on that. We're not currently getting any word, so we're just going to wait and see whether Sir Harrison McLaren dives it into the pit lane. But he wants to get in the way of Jaden, at least for now. And yes, we'll see how that all plays out. But hopefully we are going to get proper word on this, as well as we make our way through then the tunnel. Look at this, look how close Jaden's getting. Can he find a way through? Overtaking on these streets is difficult, and maybe I might just get a good final race to leave with if Sir Harrison McLaren can defend from Jaden. We're still trying to work out the situation in terms of their pit stop. Let's now hear from Powell.
I finally got him. It's back. Fucking wonderful.
Finally, Pal is allowed through, and he was able to fight away throughout to back. He got ahead of Logo, as we had to watch. We unfortunately missed that. We had to watch this, though, Jaden and Harrison being so close together. And we're going to have to continue watching this. Still no word from the driver the Prima driver, on has he made a pit stop yet or not. He's right now ahead. Okay, let's now hear from Harrison.
I did pit lap 12.
Okay, so you did pit lap 12 is the message. And it does mean that we find ourselves in a situation with this being the battle for the lead on lap number 15. Here goes Jaden then. Can he try and make the move? These two have 19 seconds. So if there is a lag crash between them, if there is contact, then hopefully they'll show some mutual respect as well. And have a great battle. Try battle fairly. And let's see. We make our way through Portier into the tunnel with Jaden getting closer and closer. This is going to be absolutely incredible all the way till the end if Sir Harrison McLaren can keep it. And all the while when these two battle, Note will have to try and pull off one of the most extraordinary. He'll have to try and gain one of the most extraordinary gaps. 19.2 seconds. All the way in the final stages on a circuit where these two will be pushing each other right to the limit. And this is where the race is about to come alive. This is where the race is about to come alive. And here we go, slightly wide for Harrison McLaren. Does it open the door into Anthony? Knows there was never going to be enough room for Jaden to get through there, and he backed out of it at the perfect moment. But backing out of it cost him a lot of time there. He had to back out of it. He had a half look, and if you have a half look, you can lose a lot of time, as proven with the timing there. So that's quite good. Well, I did kind of wish my final ever race was not at Monaco. I would have preferred a circuit where it's just constant overtaking, where there's so much room to overtake, so we see pass and repass again. But yeah, we've had all sorts of different racing across the season. It's still a good final to have. I just wish that in my final race I had a circuit where we could have just overtaken left and right and all sorts of moves. Okay, so we're getting up to traffic now. Logo is getting out of the way of Harrison, and now does he get out of the way of Jaden? Jaden's directly behind, and does he move out of the way? Oh, he tries to move out of the way, and I think they both went for the same piece of road, so Logo does get out of the way, but I think Logo wanted to get out of the way on the inside. Jaden thought that Jaden thought that he was going to be allowed through on the inside as well, and a little bit of miscommunication, of course, between those two, and that's what has led to that moment. But now let's hear from Jaden.
Yeah, this is getting unfair now. Why flipping Logo basically held me up, and Harrison just cut the whole chicane. I followed him afterwards. What the hell is this?
Oh, well, I hope my final day in the job isn't to me having to just deal with steward reports or, well, having a race, well, more importantly, just having a race that has been changed on its heads with me not even commentating on it. It would definitely not be a good way to say goodbye to PRL, but at the same time, it just would be a typical way to say goodbye to PRL, as that's what's been happening with a few certain drivers over the years with, let's just say, not the best driving standards at times, meaning there has been a lot of stuff that's gone down to the steerage room. Okay, right, let's hear from the driver that's currently in 4th position, had his race ruined due to his teammate who's running in 3rd. Let's hear from Pal.
Yeah, you've got to hope for a miracle now, honestly. I saw that on the big screen between Logo, Harrison and Jay. Harrison is allowed to go through the chicane because it just uses up his corner cuts, you know. It just affects him if he gets 10 of them. So, I don't know why Jay's complaining. You know, he always complains, the fucking beggar. I did the exact same. Logo's done the exact same today. Everyone's done the exact same. I don't know about Note because, well, he takes me out, but yeah. I don't know why he complains.
Here we go. Well, Jaden just used up one of his corner cuts, and he's definitely going to take advantage. But the critical thing is, you cannot overtake all 4 wheels off the road. That's the one critical thing. So Jaden can use it to close in. He can use a corner cut to close in. Yes, that's fine. But then he needs to be careful with how he uses it and how he does it. And he's right on the back. He is pushing Sir Harrison McLaren through. And it's all going to be about utilising the corner cuts. Note has 6 of them. Jaden has 2. Harrison has 4. Jaden has 2 more that he can use as dummies to get on level with Sir Harrison McLaren as he takes the Mavi Raghunathan line through turn number 1. 0.8 of a second. Harrison trying to pull off a incredible victory. And yeah, trying to pull off what would be an unbelievable unbelievable victory, which it looked like that it was going to be a Jaden domination. We now find ourselves on the streets of Monaco with Harrison pitting earlier, Jaden going out longer The undercut, the fresher tires. Oh, he's flipped, and Jaden has to take a warning action. Jaden's into the wall, and Sir Harrison McLaren flips around at the hairpin, and it's going to cost him race victory possibly here at Monaco. And he was defending absolutely perfectly all the way up until that point, but that mistake is going to cost him heavily, and Jaden will say thank you very much, and he's back into the lead of the feature race in Monaco as he tries to win his final Formula 2 race. And he's over, and he's round as well momentarily. He'll continue on going, but he was over the curbs, and this is getting tense now. Jaden will need to make another mistake for Harrison to have a chance, unless Harrison can just close in and then pass. But as we've seen so far, closing in and then passing, definitely quite hard. So Harrison used one of his corner cuts as well. So is Logo. Jaden's still on 2. Note on 6 at this stage. Wow, this is absolutely incredible stuff as we take a look at Logo here. And is that a slow moving? Let's hear from Pal.
Oh my fucking god, that jump scared me. He's so slow, I don't know if he's got an issue. Maybe have to be safety car. I don't know. It's just, he literally just... I was just coming around the turn. I don't know what turn it is, like turn 3 I think. And all I just see is just a slow moving Prima. No yellow flags or anything.
So he's still moving. He's not decided to stop. If he does stop and cause a red flag, then as Jaden's coming up, but he's still moving, and that's interrupting on the as Jaden makes his way through, and Logo is a slow moving car. And well, let's see then what is going to happen. He's still moving, so the white flag will need to be out because there's a slow moving Prima. And well, I think he is just trying, is he out of the way? He's now at full speed, and I think he's trying to block Jaden as he cuts, well, they both cut over the corner, so that wasn't really successful, but Logo trying his best to defend, and Jaden trying to go the long way around. Can he get to the inside part of the circuit? He's going to get to anyway, and then surely Logo will move out of the way of his teammate now. And oh, round, yellow flags will need to be out of the third sector as Logo goes round. He didn't stop though, so it can't be a red, it can't be a safety car or any of that. He still decided to go, so he didn't stop. So he was driving slowly. So if he's got an issue, he'll surely be coming into the pit lane. Or it's the quite obvious thing that he was trying to block Jaden to give Sir Harrison McLaren the chance. So, well, that happened. As well, we apologize. We apologize for one of our drivers interrupting on the radio. That wasn't a planned radio. So we will definitely have a word with that, as we, haven't had that for an incredibly long time, and I can just see that he's not muted either. So maybe if he was muted, then that wouldn't happen. So yes, that is quite interesting. But every other driver is muted, but he's not muted. So yes, he'll be given the message right now to go on mute. As we don't want natural reactions. And sometimes drivers even naturally can say something they probably wish they wouldn't. Anyway, so that is why only selected radios are put through in real life as well. So I will wait for him to go on mute. Or, it's been simple rules. It's been simple rules across this season for a driver to be on mute. Yellow flag and he's blocking the road. Well, he's blocking the road. He'll have a few seconds to get going, or it'll be a red flag and he'll be out of the race. That's quite simply how it works. So he's decided to get going now. He's decided to get going. So it's clear now. He's still moving now. So he's just going to go slowly. Right. This is getting quite interesting, as different flags are waved absolutely everywhere. Well, he's slow in the tunnel at this stage. We don't have a white flag here on our system, but we've got a slow moving car at the Nouvelle chicane right now. So a slow moving car at the... Yeah, so he's... I think he's picking back up speed now. slightly at least. But if he has got an issue, then he's got to dive it into the pit lane, or it's basically quite the obvious thing that we think, and yeah, I think it might just be the obvious thing that we are thinking right now. As they're going through, is he going to be in the way? That is the Trident off, I believe, Pal, I should say, who is getting through there, just getting mixed up with their usual helmets as he gets past. But yeah, it's interesting to see. We're keeping an eye on him. He stopped momentarily. He got going, as of course he would be out of the race if he caused that red flag. Let's hear from Pal.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I didn't see him, and then I just come out of that corner near the swimming pool section, and he's just there, taking up half the track. Oh my fucking god, it nearly killed me. Again. Why is he driving so slow? He needs to fucking drive properly, man. Fucking hell. Nearly taking like half of us out the race. It's ridiculous. Come on.
Yep, absolutely. Well, soon the black flag could be handed out if this does continue. I don't, well, it might just be an issue, it might just be something. Of course, while we think it's what we, well, yeah, while we think it's, him just trying to block Jaden, well, I guess we're about to get it proven now. Jaden's just gonna go through. Nope, Logo's gonna defend. And Jaden's gonna get through as well, and Logo's gonna be then flipped round as he tried to re-overtake. Yeah, this is now getting quite dangerous, and well, yeah. This could be a black flag, and that is the last thing I ever wanted to do in my final ever race, but it might just be something I have to now put out. I really wanted a race free of penalties or any of that. Well, no, it's close to a penalty anyway in terms of corner cuts. He's on 8 corner cuts. Well, we'll hope that he continues driving fast, because if he doesn't, then, well, he can just be given the black flag and called into the pit lane, because, yeah, last thing we want is races just decided due to these circumstances. And I guess the thing is, well, he is trying to help his teammate. He wants his teammate to win. He's doing all he can. He is doing all he can, but yeah, if he does want to be lapped quite a few times, which, I mean, that's his choice if he wants to go around slowly and be lapped many times, then at least he needs to just get out of the way of the leaders and everyone. If he just wants to finish, if he's on a challenge to finish as many laps down as possible, he just needs to make sure that he's getting out of the way of the leaders straight away, and also off the racing line if he's going to drive slowly. So to a clear part of the circuit to allow everyone through. But I believe he's picking up speed anyway now. So I think we're going to be okay. Well, yeah. Sometimes you do stuff for your team. And I definitely know that isn't, if it was for the team, I definitely know that isn't something that, well, Logo would, yeah, I definitely know that that's something that Logo wouldn't have done if it wasn't for the team. Great driver, and he has been rooted on quite a bit, but it's just not things that we like to see in terms of races being decided due to that. But, well, he's tried his best. He's made it so Jaden and Harrison have got close on a few occasions. Jaden will go back through and we'll go on to the 24th lap. We're in the final stages now of the final race of the year. Let's hear from Pal.
Well, I'm going to be near him soon, so, well, wish me luck. Yeah, I mean, these cars are finished now, 20 laps on them. I'm just going to go to the end. Well, I might... Oh! Then I'm going to go pit.
So, as the leaders are, well, the leaders go through, I'm perfectly out of the way as well to let that happen. Didn't get in the way at all, but look at this. Sir Harrison McLaren is pushing to the limit. As you can see there, the gap is 1.2 seconds between the two of them. Could it come down all the way to the final lap of this race? And how extraordinary would that be if it came down all the way to the final stages? As we make our way through then, can Harrison pull off something extraordinary? He's got 7 corner cuts. Jaden has 5. He's going to utilize one more of his corner cuts now to make it 8 corner cuts as he tries to go all in at this stage to win here on the streets of Monte Carlo and win the final feature race of the year. And this is what it's going to come down to. Logo makes his way through the Nouvelle chicane at this stage. Jaden versus Harrison. We're about to see the gap as we go on to lap number 25. 2 seconds is the gap. 2 seconds is the gap. And these are the final laps on the streets of Monte Carlo then. And this has been, well, a brilliant journey as well for Jaden in Formula 2. While he's not made many friends along the way, he definitely has dominated for quite a lot of the championship. And while we don't know about any of the allegations or anything, but until it's proven, we can't really, unfortunately, say anything. And as mentioned, if it is proven, then he's straight out of the league. Quite simple. So that hasn't happened yet, so we have to right now treat it, especially on the broadcast, as any other win. And he is on his way at the moment, unless Sir Harrison McLaren can do something extraordinary. Logo's close to another corner cut, well, it won't really make a difference. He is that much far. Jaden utilising more of the corner cuts at this stage. And he's up to 6 now. Harrison's up to 9. And Harrison cannot afford to get one more. Okay, well, we're going to hear for the driver in P3 note.
Harrison, I've got a really big favour to ask, but I really need my teammate to be unlapped. I want to give him his position back. I don't deserve this podium. I don't deserve this podium.
Okay, it's all going to change at the end then, by the looks of things. We're on the penultimate tour of the Formula 2 Championship, and a championship that began all the way back in Monza in Season 2, and a double header with Spain. Monza, we started off the season brilliantly with so many people attending. It was absolutely extraordinary to see. And let's now quickly hear from Pal.
Yeah, well, about his note currently, I just wanted to know because, well, yeah, obviously I've just heard from you guys. Thank you very much, mate.
So Note's making his way through the Rascas at this stage, about to join the leaders on lap number 26. Well, the time is now for him to slow down crazily. But yeah, if that's going to be the case. Anyway, Jaden's about to make his way on to the final lap of the contest. And it's going to be the final lap of the championship. And well, I've had some amazing years in the commentary box here at PRL. And I think lately we haven't had the same craziness or the same chaos. And I definitely will miss all of the chaos all the way back from 2021 and 2022 as well. They were all definitely incredibly fun times. But right now, this is going to be a huge end of an era for Jaden as he's about to go on to the final tour. We are on the final lap of Formula 2 in 2024, and this is going to be the last lap for Jaden, who after 2 seasons is about to retire from the category as he focuses on achieving his dream, winning a Formula 1 championship, and that will be next season. But right now, this season, he has worked for it all in Formula 2, incredibly dominant all the way from the start, and this is going to be a special moment for him. Let's quickly hear from Pal.
Really slow now. Do not cross the line. Do not cross the line, please. Because then I won't get P3. If you want to do the plan. Just be really slow now to the end. First gear. Want to do that plan.
Well, these are going to be the final few corners for Jaden. And he was a champion in Season 1. He became the champion also in Season 2. And in both championships, it wasn't just fully domination. He had to fight for it. He had to fight against some absolutely extraordinary, quick and talented drivers. And now, he is making his way through the swimming pool section. And on these famous corners, a few years ago where his career began, when he joined this exact game, and in this exact machinery, he made his way through, and already started showing some of his class. He will come out of the final few corners on the last lap. And now, on the 15th of December, he crosses the line to win for the final time as he retires from the category. He ends it as the winner of the feature race on the streets of Monaco. Unbelievable stuff, and it's going to be special moments for him. A series which he has been most successful in. He now retires as he tries to achieve a dream of winning in Formula 1 finally after so many years, and it will be incredible to see whether he'll be able to do it with 2013 machinery. And well, you definitely do have at least some authority over a few other drivers if at least you are able to win an equal car championship, and he's done it twice as well. Pal will take P3 as his teammate lets him through. Brilliant stuff from Note as they made contact. Harrison will get second. Note will be in fourth. And then we have all of these celebrations that will go on all the while as well. And it's going to be some incredible few moments. And they can celebrate where they want. The Tridents are doing it together. Let's hear right now as Logo comes in and also joins the celebrations. Let's hear from Pal.
First of all, thank you to Note, what a teammate this season. We may have had our blows, but well, that was just a brilliant end, wasn't it? Second of all, thank you to Jaden for annoying me like half the time. Been wonderful, and well, yeah, to own me now. What an honour, mate. Thank you very much, and well, yeah, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Thank you.
Great stuff there on the radio from Pal. Now let's hear from Jaden as well, who is your champion from this season and also the race winner. Also, congratulations, I have to say, quickly, to this team right now in your picture. Trident are the Formula 2 champions of 2024. And that also had to be said on the last lap. So congratulations to both of them. Let's now hear from Jaden.
What a season, what a F2 career. Good way to sign off, double win, and well, I'm very, I don't know. It's not the ideal race I wanted to end up with. It was good battle of Howson, but yes, well, what a career, what a season. Thank you, Omi.
Well, incredibly kind stuff from all of these drivers right now in the field, as they all will make their way through and we'll head on to the grid and we'll get our final interviews in as well. I complete my also final ever F2 or PRL commentary in general, and some of these drivers I've been able to commentate on for a few years as well, which it will be well, pretty sad to say goodbye, as yeah, it's definitely been quite a long time. But right now, it is going to be the moment for these drivers all to enjoy and celebrate these final few moments of F2. And Formula 2 this year has been absolutely brilliant. And a huge thank you to, of course, everyone. We'll do our thank yous and all of those messages later on as we get the celebrations underway pretty soon. Jaden's going to get his car into position in a few moments. And we cannot wait to welcome him onto the stage as well. The Tridents are making their way through. We've let you enjoyed a lot with the Tridents. Here is Jaden though, as he'll make his way hopefully onto the grid very shortly. And he's parked it up. The Tridents go through. Those were the two, all in one picture. They were captured all in one picture. And I think he was just waiting for everyone to make their way through. And then he can now be the car. He can now be the driver who lines up and into position as well at the end. Just what a season. What a unbelievable season. And we're going to get to enjoy it. Hopefully a few donuts as well by Jaden before he lines up. Are we going to get donuts? Yeah, we weren't able to capture donuts from him. So it would definitely be nice. So here we go. We'll go to free cam as well for this moment as the celebrations go off. The celebrations go off as well, and you can see we've also got donuts there from the Tridents. So the Tridents also celebrating. Harrison though into position. He was a contender for this race win as the camera goes crazy, but that's the most typical way it can go when we end Formula 2. And now let's head over and see and watch Jaden come into position as he, well, tries to get it back in a straight line. and pulls it. We got to keep up with the car now as he'll line up on the grid with the board showing his 2 titles as well in Formula 2. And he's now finding himself into position, congratulated by Pal as well, who has put together a brilliant season. Well, we have now got to the point where it is time to do the interviews, and we're going to be able to speak to Pal at the end of this. Well, Pal, what an extraordinary season of Formula 2, and great teamwork as well from your teammate who you had contact with on the opening lap, and he let you through all the way at the end to get your place on the podium that you deserved.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he didn't have to do it. I was quite shocked, to be fair, when I heard on the radio, my race engineer going, no, just want to let you by. I thought, that's the perfect way to end, I think. Let's not end on the drama side in Trident. Obviously, our partnership now over in Trident. I did enjoy it, I take back my comments at the start of the race, just having a massive go at him. I think as well, yeah, he's a great teammate in the end.
Yep, absolutely. Well, congratulations, you're also the team champions as well. How does that feel to once again be a team champion? Well, you were a team champion with Prima and now also with Trident.
Yeah, look, well, twice. The magic number is making 300 season with Harrison. Yeah, I mean, I like Constructor Championships. I've had quite a few in F1, 5 of them, for example, and 2 in F2. 1 in Euro Cup, 1 in karting. So I've had quite a few in my time. So yeah, I mean, I'm so glad to win it. Today it was just so nerve-wracking. Obviously, if I was the only driver and I crashed, and Jaden would have won with the fastest lap, I would have lost it. We would have lost it. Yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking, but I think once I saw a note in, I thought, yeah, we've won it.
Well, what are your final words to your teammate as well, who leaves you, and also to Formula 2 coming to a close this year now in 2024?
Oh yeah, first of all, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I'll try and get a commentator in. If you look at the guy behind you, I've tried to ask him. He might do it, he might not. He doesn't know yet. Second of all, I want to thank my teammate. What a season we've had together. I wish you luck on the battle, mate, where we're not doing team orders anymore. And third of all, thank you, Omi. What a commentary all season, and well, now it's all over. I've known you since 2021, that first race, when you're commentating on Roblox chat, and then whatever happens to your career now, whether it goes real life, whether, you become the world's most famous commentator, at least I could say I was part of your journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and Super Pal definitely will remain. Now, my camera is being beaten up by an ambulance, I believe, which is reversing for some reason. Well, anyway, let's now speak to Sir Harrison McLaren. And, well, Harrison, Prema, you've already talked to us about how the team's championship was lost due to the early few races, but you've come over the line, you finished in second, so how does that feel as well to end the season in second? In the race.
It might have been a bit nicer in first. Maybe if I had found that weird flip thing at the hairpin in qualifying or something, maybe that could have helped me. But yeah, second, being so close, but also being so far, is good.
Okay, well, you also end the season with Logo as well right now. So can you then talk us through how it's been to work with Logo throughout this season?
It's been quite interesting. He definitely has some interesting decisions he does, like today, which I do not condemn his actions. But yeah, pace-wise, it's been alright. There's area of improvement for everyone, including me. But yeah, strategy helps a lot, and it's been good working with him.
Okay, well, looking ahead then to next season, do you think it will be the Drivers' Championship for you?
If I can carry on how I ended, I think it's very likely.
Well, being the Rookie of the Year, meaning that you're the highest driver, you're the highest returning driver next season, so you'll have every opportunity. Well, congratulations on this season, and we wish you the best of luck next season as well. Okay then, the final person to interview, if I can locate him. This is his car, this is the board. Jaden, 2 titles, and his Roblox character wearing a Max Verstappen suit as well. And that's the team that he will be driving with next season when it comes to Formula 1. Right now, though, here he is flying. And to be fair, he's been flying all season long as a Trident tries to get in the way. But yes, he's been flying all season long. Jaden, just a brilliant way. How has Formula 2 been, first of all, over the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, it's been interesting from the battles with Nick, obviously. I haven't heard from him for a while, but yes, my battles with Nick, it was very interesting. I liked it a lot as well. It was very entertaining. I'm sure it's entertaining for you. This season is pure domination. It's the way that I wasn't planning to do at the start of the season. To be fair with the different race winners that were going, but through the second half, I guess I just dominated.
Okay, well, then can you talk us through then this race? How was this race as a whole as well? And what were the emotions as well coming especially through on the last lap, knowing that you won't be in this car again?
To be fair, I'm being honest. To be honest right now, I was just concentrating to try and not spin the car. I was happy that was the last lap because the tires were dead and stuff. I didn't want to spin. Throughout the race, however, there has been I was a bit mad for one driver. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. If he tried blocking me, which he was most likely going to do, he still failed. So yeah.
Well, what's your final words to everyone then as you also leave this championship? And can you tell us about your future dreams when it comes to Formula 1 as well?
My final words to Formula 2 is to maintain pressure. Don't it's easy to spin out the cars. At some tracks, you would prefer to drift when exiting out of the corner. At some tracks, you just want grip all the time. My opinion, anyway. Monaco is one of them, where you do want to drift out of the corner. That's why I set 131 yesterday or something. I don't know, Friday. I don't know. But yes, those are my words. And F1, I'm looking forward for F1. I was good in the 2010 cars. If the 2013 cars are slightly better, then I'm sure I can go with it.
Well, thank you very much for all of these years. It's been brilliant to watch you in Formula 2 and wish you best of luck as you try to go for the title in Formula 1. Well, with this situation, it kind of feels exactly like real life, where you say goodbye to a driver in Formula 2 who's won the championship, and then you see him go to Formula 1 to try and win the title, but the only thing is, he has already been in Formula 1 for so many years. So yeah, but that's definitely what it quite feels like when you say goodbye to a driver in this tier. Well, we're going to be heading to our final cooldown room of the season as we go past the thank you Omi board. Here we go then, the final cooldown room, the final time of listening. Here is Sir Harrison McLaren, energy. And well, he's all energized as he'll go and sit down. And well, F1 qualifying yesterday was quite interesting, and Jaden, I'm sure, will have a brilliant race later on. For now, let's send it down and hear from the cooldown room.
Hello, Harrison. A little podcast. Hello. How's that for you?
Well, I mean, it would have helped to maybe find that you can flip at the hairpin and qualify.
Right, yeah. What do you call it? The logo, fucking hell. He just randomly started stopping on track. It was awful.
Well, on the last lap, Note scared the crap out of me.
Did he?
It was stopped at just on the entry of Rascal.
Was he there the whole time?
Well, when I was there, it was just stopped there, and I always go wide on the entry.
Oh no! Fuck!
And it
You're
was
done
right
for.
on my line, and it scared the crap out of me.
I mean, Logo did it. Logo hit at high blind corners, so I was just there like shit.
Yeah.
Hello, Jaden. Yeah, last time in Formula 2 for you. That means I can have a bit more wins next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can get a
for the
good
person.
battle next season.
Oh well, yeah. Battle for P1. Yeah, Harrison. It'll be a
Guys
P4
can have a
now.
battle for P2 and I can win every race.
No. That's not happening.
We'll see about that one, Bucker.
I will see about that one. Yeah.
What was the gap?
What's the gap?
5 minutes, 22 seconds.
Yeah, to be fair, I got flipped my logo 3 times, flipped my note 1 time. Can't really do much.
The excuses are coming out.
Yeah,
Hey, pal,
yeah.
pal, how are you 10 minutes behind?
What?
You're 10 minutes.
Close one, lad.
The new Neil's Cooling attended. I'm joking. Obviously that's out of that. Obviously that's out of our opinion.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's the race time.
Yeah, note 5. How's it overtaking me again? No. Look at logo, he's 2 laps behind. How long's that?
Well, should we head out to the podium for the final time?
Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, that is the final cooldown room of 2024 for Formula 2. Here is Note watching on, and he will be watching on with the rest of us as 3 amazing talents come on. But I'd also like to say Logo, Note have also been brilliant across this season as well. Okay, to welcome onto the drivers, the driver who has Super Pal on his Christmas overalls and across Formula 2. While the wins might not, while the amount of wins may not be able to show that, he has been Super Pal across Formula 2 as well, and I'm sure maybe next season that will definitely change and we'll see him more at the front. He'll go to the 3rd step of the podium. We'll have Sir Harrison McLaren, who will make his way through and will get himself onto 2nd place as he will go, as he goes to the thank you Emmy board. So does Pal, but Sir Harrison McLaren, the driver who will go into next season as the highest returning driver, he'll have a huge chance at the title, but he'll have so much competition. Congratulations to him on 2nd place. Now, the driver who on his own pushed ART nearly to the team's championship, at the same time got himself the driver's championship for the 2nd time. As he retires, these are going to be special moments. Well, he may have been thinking when he was driving of keeping it in a straight line a few minutes ago, but now it's all going to be about enjoying these final few moments in Formula 2. He goes to the thank you Emmy board as every driver on the podium has been able to do so, and he will go to the top step, and who knows, well, let me just add before we hear the national anthem, these moments, definitely, you've got to take the chances when they come. He's going to head to Formula 1 next season, and you just don't know whether he'll ever be able to win a race again, whether he'll ever be able to stand on this podium, and of course the title dream, who knows? It's not been working out for him so far in F1. It may never work out. So these Formula 2 moments will definitely be special to him as well. But now it is time for the final time in Formula 2 as it stands. We're going to get the national anthem playing. Here we go then. The Polish national anthem. Well, that is the final national anthem of Formula 2 in 2024. And the drivers on the podium in a few moments' time, once Jaden has sorted whatever he's trying to do, will be celebrating. Pal's already getting to it. And these drivers all will be celebrating. And Harrison joins him. And hopefully they'll be joined by Jaden in a couple of moments' time as well. Well, it's been an incredible Formula 2 campaign. We'll still have time to watch all of... We'll still have time to watch all of the celebrations as well. But congratulations to the Italian team Trident. And congratulations as well to the absolutely extraordinary team that is Prima. And Prima, ART, 2 teams that have been so successful in Formula 2. Trident they've been successful in Formula 3, not as much in Formula 2. So thank you to Pal and Note who changed that for them. In the virtual world at least, they have managed to amend that, which is absolutely brilliant. Well, these are going to be now special moments as we say goodbye to another season of FIA Formula 2. Jaden gets to work, and we'll stick with the celebrations as I try doing outro but constantly get interrupted by a driver as well. We'll let Jaden quickly just finish off with whatever project he's trying to do as well, and this is going to be, well, a hard moment now for everyone down in the paddock. Formula 2 has come to a close. We're soon getting ready for the Formula 1 race, which might even be, who knows, my last ever time watching Formula 1 as well here in PRL. And definitely while I say goodbye to Formula 2, most of my commentary here at PRL has been in Formula 1. That's been with the practice sessions, with everything. Most of it has been in Formula 1, but also all of these support series, whether it be Porsche Supercup, whether it be the Euro Cup, or karting, or whatever it may be, it's always been quite a lot of fun, no matter what event we have run as well. And we're just letting the, well, final things that Jaden's trying to do, we're just trying to get that working. I think he wants to get the ART car on the podium, and once he's able to do so, we can then wrap this all up. But I don't think he's right now being successful in that, but I guess it's the final thing. He wants to get it done, so we're going to let him do that at this stage. And well, I guess it means that I get to enjoy a few more minutes as a broadcaster here at PRL, and then will be fun to be watching the F1 as the tow truck has broken on the podium, so I don't think this plan's gonna go to success, as we need everything cleared on the podium, which I don't know the chances of that happening, how much the chances are of that happening. So yes, I think we may just end Formula 2 in 2024 like that. We've got the safety car now breaking. We've got the safety car that's broken now on the podium. Well, some of this, well, for Formula 2, thank you, I want to say, to the whole to all the tow trucks, to all the safety cars, to the ambulance, to absolutely everything that has helped us with drivers who have crashed a couple of times, so we've needed a lot of that equipment. Well, this is going to now be a absolute mess down on the podium. Luckily, the server's going to reset. All of the F2 cars will be destroyed as well. We'll have new liveries from next season. We'll have F2 garages as well. There's Logo's car absolutely being destroyed, and this is going to be fun stuff. But I think it is the moment that we head up all the way to the commentary box. So let me get get myself onto the grid. I think that's the best that's the best way to wrap this up as we say goodbye to FIA Formula 2 for another season. Well, the podium, I wanted to do something on there, but that's absolutely been destroyed now, so the chance of that happening is nothing. So instead, what we're going to be doing is we'll be making our way all the way through, and to be fair, I think it is best if we just end it in the commentary box. So I'll let Jaden just quickly bring me to that commentary box, and then it will be the moment where everything gets wrapped up for what has been the best F2 season in terms of how it's been run fully all the way through. The Nick and Jaden season was fun, but this has just been a complete, full duration F2 campaign. And here we go. I'm now inside the commentary box. The final moments. Jaden will leave the commentary box and will leave me to it in here. Or is he just gonna... Well, yeah. So he'll leave the commentary box, and I'll go into free cam, and this is where we will wrap it up. Well, after so many years, the moment has come to say goodbye to this absolutely incredible championship that is Formula 2 and also PRL. It's been brilliant to call so many different stars and drivers, whether it be in Formula 1 or Formula 2 or any other support series that has existed as well. We've had so many great moments, and I think there will definitely be ones that definitely stick in my head when we have an extraordinary race. I'll always remember one thing, having the Qatar Grand Prix in 2021 in the evening, where we found ourselves with punctures in the race earlier in PRL. So we've had so many good moments, we've had so many historical moments that I'll definitely remember when we see something similar in real life. It's always been incredibly enjoyable to be a part of this incredible league. well, then after so many years, it is time to finally say goodbye. It always had to come at some point, and I think this is, after a successful F2 season, it's the perfect opportunity to do so. I would like to thank every single driver who has participated across the entire season. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Ado, to Flam, also to Omi Studios, who's also assisted quite a lot as well, to the Omi team support as well, that account whose name still remains anonymous, as the only thing you can see is Omi team support as well. But a huge thank you to Jaden as well for especially developing over the last few years. Huge thanks to Pal, Harrison, all of these amazing stars, Nick, Mega. They've all been a huge part of the league, and without them, the league really isn't possible. Okay, well, the final things to say are, it's been absolutely wonderful to be a part of this league. We've had some amazing moments, and I really, really hope that everyone has a good future, no matter what they do, no matter what they go in. Remember, this has been a fun hobby. This has been a fun moment for everyone as well, and especially when it started all the way back in COVID, it's led us quite a long way. Now, we find ourselves with saying goodbye to some of these drivers. Well, definitely in the future. We've lost already quite a few, and these drivers won't last forever as well. They will go on and pursue their dreams, and I'm doing that right now at this moment. Well, the final thing I would like to say before I wrap it up, and I think it's fitting for this league, for a great sporting event, you need 2 great contenders. Anything else is extra. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for being, thank you for letting me be your voice on PRL for the last few seasons. Goodbye.